Next up, we have the personal favorite, at least of mine, the Mothra. And as you can see, the Mothra is definitely going to be the most colorful of the bunch. So let's just personally start with the face. The face is actually molded pretty decently. We actually have quite a bit of like fluffy detail again, where the fur would be kind of spanning off to the sides, and we have around the iris. We had like the eyes that are actually sculpted onto the main eye itself, which at first I wasn't really a fan of, but like it's kind of grown on me over time. So if you really want to, you could actually just sand this down and just paint over it, like smoothing out the eye, make it just a standard Mothra figure without any of the YouTube stuff. But yeah, it is painted white on top of a blue eye, and the black pupil, the black iris, and then back to the fur. We have like some gradations of brown here for the mouth, and then a bit more towards like the main body itself, where it's a bit of a darker brown, and then you got like the limbs, which are a slightly bit of a lighter brown. It's almost like what I can say, milk chocolate to dark chocolate is best way I can put it. And then here we have like a mustard kind of color, kind of like a mustard yellow-ish. And then we have like back to the brown, back to the yellow. Sorry, that's yellow, that's white. And then speaking of that color, we have kind of like, again, the mustard yellow kind of going down to the wings. And then here we have like the kind of like a simplified version of the wing pattern you'd see in the movie. Like a little bit of spottage here, red, yellow, orange, and then like the black backing. And then we have like some yellow striping. And then here we have the bottom wing, which is painted orange. Some red, some yellow, some black, and then it kind of like mirrors it down here. So you can definitely see, like, again, the paint is really well done. And then we have like a bit of like a pattern of the various browns, like light brown and dark brown. Then some more like the fur detailing here at the back that's actually painted brown, more like that kind of like white that's on the eyes. And then for the little antennas, I think that these things are really cute. And we do have some nice like brown here, darker, and then we have like the all kind of like mustard brownish yellow here on the bottom of it, and definitely gives it like a lot of gradations. And also for like the little pincers themselves, like little limbs, there's 6 of them, completely accurate to the film. Well, accurate in the sense of how much she has. And for the stand, it's just one clear peg with a clear backing that says trademark and copyright Toho, Youtooz, Youtooz.com, which you can still order them, by the way. And before you ask, no, you cannot remove it. I think maybe you could if you broke that glue seal, but I'm not willing to break it just for the sake of having a video. So, yeah, so basically speaking, that is Mothra. Very simple. It's the shortest, technically speaking, of the bunch from the stand to the top of the head. And last but certainly not least, we have the 3-headed Hydra himself, the menace from space that's not Gigan or MechaGodzilla or any of the other versions of Ghidorah. Ghidorah himself, which is actually ironically the first one I got. And shout out to my sister for getting it. But for the Ghidorah himself, we actually have kind of like a concoction of all the various Toho Ghidorahs, not the Monsterverse, the Toho Ghidorahs mixed into one, which we have for the heads, like a mix of the GMK and like Showa Ghidorah heads, if I'm not mistaken, because you have like the big teeth of the GMK, and you kind of have like the more, like, what is it, like the more pronounced mane. I have black speck on mine. I'm just okay. There we go. It's kind of like, again, a mixture of them. So you got like some really nice sculpted horns, which are actually kind of sharp. We do have the nice kind of like buck teeth that are all painted yellow. Kind of would have preferred a different color for the teeth, but again, that's okay. Definitely it screams red in those mouths. And of course the eyes, which that's kind of the only paint, realistically. We have some nice detailing here on the wings, which kind of make it look more like a door rat, honestly. Nice detailing here on the faces themselves, nice horns, nice kind of like segmenting detail you see down here with Ghidorah. Kind of like a lined chest with, of course, the different neck positions as well, the little segmenting on the necks, and like little nice chibi feet. 4-foot toes as opposed to like the back toe that would be there, because of course it's not just exclusively the GMK Ghidorah. And then we have like the twin tails kind of going off to the sides, much like Godzilla's tail himself. And we have like the kind of like back spikes here on Ghidorah's neck. The other two necks do have it, but get cut off thanks to the wings. And there's really no way they could have done it without increasing the size of Ghidorah, which would have significantly amped up the cost. And again, that's kind of it. There's a lot of detail here compacted to it. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of McDonald's. Yeah, with the red and yellow, it just kind of reminds me a lot of McDonald's. And when are we going to get Godzilla Happy Meals? I know Japan did one, but still. And so, that's basically it for the Youtooz Godzilla original Wave 1 set. I'm going to be honest. This set was really, really awesome when I first saw it. Because I knew they were doing a Mothra, thanks to their charity thing, where they did like reveals, and it made me cringe that people didn't know who Mothra was. But now actually having these in hand, it's really cool to see where Youtooz is going, especially like doing the individual monsters as opposed to doing like the incarnations like I originally would have asked, but whatever. So I guess Funko's doing incarnations, Youtooz is just doing the general kaiju. That's a great way of actually differentiating them. But as for these four, if you want them, definitely get them because they're actually still available on the Youtooz website. And as you can also kind of see, as far as like scale goes, they're definitely not the best as far as like figure scale is concerned because MechaGodzilla and Godzilla are definitely the same size, even though MechaGodzilla is significantly skinnier. Mothra's scaling is pretty much okay with Godzilla, and Ghidorah is like way undersized. Realistically, he's supposed to be like imagining them to chibi form would logically be about up to here, but no, they're all together like this, and that's okay. Definitely be on the lookout for the Rodan and Hedorah and the Godzilla the Destroyers that are coming out literally on I think like just in a few days for November 1st and also sorry November 3rd, and definitely go see Godzilla Minus One's re-release in theaters if it's coming near you. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.